Hello everyone and welcome back to Cooking is Bliss. So I posted this photo a few hours ago and I had quite a few people private message me to ask, where is the recipe, ma'am? So here it goes. And this would work perfectly because Thanksgiving is coming up and you can definitely do this with your turkey. So I start off with a whole chicken and I cut straight through the backbone. A lot of people take out their backbone to spatchcock the chicken or the turkey. But I love the dark meat. It's my favorite part, so I definitely leave that in. So I flip it over and I press into the breastbone until I hear it crack. And that's just so it can lie flat when I season. So I then take my chicken over to my bowl. Yes, I do wash my chicken. There is vinegar, warm water, lime, salt, all that was in there until I felt like it was clean enough. So then I take it out, I pat it dry really well, and then I get it all seasoned up. I use some of my favorite seasonings. As you can see, I have some butter there, and that has fresh parsley, fresh thyme, fresh rosemary. And the key here is to put it under the skin, okay, along with the seasoning, under the skin. And I prefer not to season the butter with all the seasonings just because I like to feel my salt, for lack of a better term. I don't ever want to oversalt it. So I feel like when I actually put salt on, I kind of know how much I'm using. And so I used here onions, there's some bell pepper, there's some celery, there's some carrots, and I get that on the bottom of my roaster. And then I put my rack in and I lay my chicken skin down. And this will marinate overnight in the refrigerator. And skin down so that all of the seasoning and the butter that we put in, with it pressing against the rack, that's going to help absorb all the seasonings, help it to marinate. And then when I put it, all this extra seasoning on top, what I didn't show was I did pierce the top of this chicken quite a few times. And you see how the lime is just sitting in there. And all of this is going to get to, again, absorb all that seasoning. And this is going to be so juicy and so flavorful. So I cover this and I put this in the fridge overnight. So this marinated for roughly about 18 hours. And I did add some paprika to this so that it can be really nice and golden brown once it's done. And as you can see here, it's already nice and orangey because I did add paprika. And to put it in the oven, I lie it skin up. And it goes into the oven at 350 for an hour and a half. And then uncovered for 30 minutes. And the key is during this 30 minutes, I baste the whole time. So every about 7 minutes, I baste. And that's just to keep it very juicy and very flavorful, very moist. And once I let it sit for a few, as you can see, it was still hot, but I let it just sit for a few minutes until I handled it to cut it. And look at how juicy that was. It was so good, so flavorful. And I just cut it up. I cut up my breast into little rounds, and then I arranged it on my serving platter. And this was a part of Thanksgiving dinner for last year because my husband is not the biggest fan of turkey. He prefers chicken or garnished hen. So I did chicken last year, but I do turkey, especially when we have family over for Christmas. And so I hope you guys go ahead and give this recipe a try. And if you do, please leave us a message and let us know how you enjoyed it.